Let us sit down, please. We are calling on our partners to take the high table. UN, Heads of Year agencies, please come up. UN Migration Agency, Orange CEO, Plan International, Caritas, Sarah's, Honorable Deputy Minister of Information and Civic Education, Honorable Keketo Matsandi. Honorable Deputy Minister of Communication, Innovation and Technology, Honorable Ibrahim Sano. And also the National Youth Council President. Thank you. They have junk of young people registering outside. We just want to give them some few minutes. given to me by the Honorable Minister is kind of heavy because this individual is a mentor to me.
Thank you very much, the Right Honorable Deputy Minister of Youth Affairs. As you can see, on the left-hand side happens to be my newly appointed Deputy Minister of Youth Affairs. While I'm here to introduce the chairman of this occasion, I just want to take this opportunity to introduce my Deputy Minister. He has been in the youth space for far too long. He has worked for GIZ, he has worked for ADAX, and his last job happens to be working with IOM. So he has vast experience in the youth sector, and especially that which has to do with project writing and administration. Ladies and gentlemen, my newly appointed Deputy Minister of Youth Affairs of the Affairs of Young People in this country for the next 5 years, and His Excellency, the President. And I'm here to introduce the chairman of this occasion. You know, it's not the normal program. I met this young man in university in 2006, 2007, and we belong to the same fraternity. And we did a whole lot of things in university. He happens to be the senior prefect of the Great Board School, which I'm not opportune to attend. You know, I attended Ahmadiyya Muslim Secondary School, but one thing I know, whether I attend grammar school, both school, we always meet at University of Sierra Leone or Jalan University. So wherever I come from now, I'm hot. No so? Ladies and gentlemen, the Right Honorable Deputy Minister of Youth Affairs, the Right Honorable Deputy Minister of Communication, Innovation and Technology, Honorable Ibrahim Sana, who will see the program for this August gathering. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Good night to the CEO of Orange, and to you, our noble audience, I want to say good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
I'm sure one way or the other we must have been met with the rain, but that notwithstanding, we are here. So let's have a round of applause for all of us. Thank you all this morning. I believe we all know why we are here. This is an annual event, global annual event. Every year, young people gather to celebrate and to bring out ideas that is called under the umbrella of International Youth Day. So this year, the theme for this International Youth Day is great skills. And I see the UN is skewed a lot from the vision of His Excellency the President without because this is the right event to celebrate such a thing, especially for Sierra Leone. Why? For the following reasons. One, because this is the first time in the history of this country that we've had almost 3% of the cabinet ministers who are under 40 years. And this is the first time in the history of this country that we've had a technology and innovation ministry created. A round of applause for the President. So if we are here this morning talking about green skills basically are the competence that people acquire for them to have an environmentally friendly issues or things that will do that will bring dividend to their daily social sustenance. What do I mean by that? The skills, competencies you acquire that you do to impact society, which will not harm or pollute society as a whole. A couple of you here this morning, when they say technology, it's a mystery. So as we celebrate this morning, this day, we are here to attempt to demystify that thought that when we talk about technology and innovation, it's a cross-cutting edge. And so if we're talking about green skills also is a cross-cutting edge. Today, we have what we call smart agricultural system. Today, we have what we call smart governance system. Today, we have what we call smart city. So at the ministry, at the newly created ministry, and I want at this juncture that you give a round of applause for my minister, Madam Salima Tuba, whose vision align with the common vision of this country in terms and it's more than competitiveness. The vision basically is for us to ensure that everything that we are about to do now in this country has to be technologically driven. We have the big five of the new direction government, which are fit salon, human capital development, youth empowerment, revamping the civil service architecture, and also building infrastructure so that we can have sustainable economic growth and development with the use of information, innovation, and technology. So for everything we are about to do now, for us to revamp or for us to move with the trend, modernly, it has to do with information technology and innovation. So this morning, as we are here, let us rethink what are those things that young people can start to do now for sustainable growth and development that will impact society and not pollute society. How many of us are thinking smart agriculture? This morning, when we are doing the registration out there, I saw the peanut butter. And I went to the table and I read the ingredients and everything that they used to make the peanut butter. And it interests me that it is organic. It is organic. And the lifespan of that peanut butter is over a year. And because it's organic, it cannot affect the humans. It can actually impact and ensure longevity for the human life. So as we are here this morning as younger people, let's start to think now, what are those things that we'll do? What are the great skills that we can posture in our minds or start to think in groupings, individually, or as a means of us coming together that will not only impact society, but will also enhance our socio-economic development. So without much ado, I want to thank the organizers of this program, and I want to say that this program aligns with the vision of His Excellency the President, and especially our ministry, and for all of us as younger people. I also want to take this opportunity to say a big thank you to Orange, to the CEO and to Orange. Just 2 days in office, we were invited to witness the Orange Social Evening Prize event, of which a boy called Sama and a lady, Hawanatu. It will interest you to know that these are youths. Well, these are people who just metamorphose into what we call youths. They are still teenagers, by the way. But they can have such astute thinking to develop something that will reckon with the world. Samba, because of what he did, he won the Orange Prize evening. And in addition to that, I actually attended it was just like a courtesy call to Environmental Protection Agency I did, because we have a lot of interface, sectorial interface as far as our job is concerned. So I went to EPA and they had studies ongoing for e-mobility. And I had to invite Samba at that workshop. And when he did his presentation, Samba has been given a scholarship to India to go further his e-mobility. I am using it as an illustration because I'm using it as an illustration so that we can inspire our generation. The lady Hawanatu has already been incorporated by the Ministry of Agriculture. She did a smart system that would enhance smart agricultural process in terms of yield and productivity. And today, Hawanatu has been incorporated at the Ministry of Agriculture. So if there is any time young people will have to grab an opportunity, the time is now. The time is now. We have the right mindset, we have the right government in place, and we have the right people steering the wheel. So on this note, I want to say thank you, and I want to encourage all of you here, and even those who are not here present, that we all have to root for great skills. Great skills in terms of waste management, great skills in terms of new technology, great skills in terms of smart agriculture, so that we will increase our productivity. We will plant more trees like cashew nuts, palm nuts, and all of these things will enhance our socio-economic development and have a good environment. So I want to thank you very much, and we'll continue steering the rest of the program. So we go to statements. Let me hasten to say, as a chairman, I was the only one permitted, and probably to speak more than 5 minutes. So we target, except for the keynote address speaker, we target all other speakers. So please stick to 5 minutes. So let me now call on the chairman of the National Youth Council.
Honorable Minister of Future Affairs, Honorable Deputy Minister of Future Affairs, and other ministers present, development partners, the youth councils, youth groups present, and all youth around Sierra Leone. A very good morning to you all.
Good morning.
We all know that on the 12th of August of every year is celebrated as an International Youth Day. And that day is meant for young people to sit back, reflect their minds of things that they've seen happen and things that may or they may want to see happen through different means. Like the chairman was just saying, might be innovation, agriculture, or anything that might bring development to the country. Honorable Minister of Future Affairs and distinguished partners, let me tell you that with the young people of this country, much has been done. But we all know more needs to be done. Few things we may want to let the government and the development partners know for the young people of this country. The youth employment and economic empowerment are the core harnessing Sierra Leone's demographic dividend. When we talk about employment, we all know what that means for young people. Now, His Excellency has made a pledge to the young people of this country that we will be providing 500,000 jobs. The chairman just made it very clear to us. It's our time. With your innovative skills, you can make it among the 500. With your ideas, your developmental ideas, your agricultural skills, we let you be part of that 500,000. It doesn't mean because President has made a pronouncement, we have to sit back, put our hands behind our backs, and say, President has said, he will give us job, so we are now waiting. Economic inclusion of young people remains critical to building resilience and prosperity in the country. We want to see young people having access to finance to enable them to embark on entrepreneurship programs at all levels. We've been crying all over the place, but one thing I will surely say, we are having a very robust youth minister. We used to call it the one-man army. Minister, permit me to say this. You don't know that the name will be calling you behind the scenes, or always refer to you as the one-man army. You always champion the causes of young people. And for that today, we've seen it pleases His Excellency again to reappoint you as the minister. The National Youth Council remains convinced that youth employment and economic empowerment are key fundamentals to guarantee the peace, security, stability, and prosperity of our nation. That's our stand, and we are convinced of that. That if we are having the peace, stability, then our nation is ready for prosper. The aspiration of His Excellency the President on Feeding the Nation project has been one of the Youth Council's major activity. I always refer to the Honorable Minister Omar Bangura as the one-man army. Let me hasten to tell you all that the President's agenda for Feed the Nation met the Youth Councils in that drive. We are having 192 chiefdoms in this country, and with the support of the Minister of Youth Affairs, we are having chiefdom youth farms in every chiefdom in this country. That tells you the President's agenda is working in line with what the young people of this country are looking out for. The young people are the champions of national development, and the youth councils are committed in making sure the dreams of His Excellency the President are turned into realities. The Feed the Nation project is our baby, and we have to give premium to it. Honorable Ministers and development partners, I must bring this to your attention, and it needs serious mechanisms in tackling it. The issue of substance abuse among young people of this country. We are just talking about innovations, we are talking about agriculture, a whole lot of things, but we cannot achieve this if we don't tackle the very thing that is hampering our young people. This has been a menace in our society that is not good to talk about. It is eating the fabrics of the young population. And we are really calling on development partners to support government and the Ministry of Youth Affairs especially in tackling this, because it has to do with young people. We are losing our colleagues, and we are not happy to see them dying in the streets. It's a plea to donor partners and to development partners to support the Ministry of Youth Affairs in this. Finally, I really don't want to stay long because we have limited time given to us by the chairman, and we have to respect the time. On behalf of the National Youth Council and the young people of this country, I want to thank His Excellency the President for his recent cabinet appointment, which we saw so many young people appointed, as you can see the high table here. It has been a very long time, to be honest, to be grieving for this youth inclusion, young people's inclusion into decision-making processes. But let me first of all commend the Honorable Minister sitting here. I could remember some years back when the Honorable Minister told me, I cried to him personally that we've been marginalized by government officials. And he said, what? That problem has to come to an end. He took me right across the country in making sure that every structure across the country will have the youth representation in that structure. And that came to pass. And he said, Keller, I will do something to surprise you. I said, what is this? He said, this is not going to end here. We need to take it to the presidency and let him know that youth inclusion is very key in national process. And today, with advocacy skills from our Honorable Minister, we've seen the appointment made by His Excellency the President. But I will also come back to these appointees that we are all seeing. The President is giving you position of trust. What does that mean? You have to prove yourselves and prove the doubting Thomases that have been denying us young people that we cannot make it. Run and prove yourselves to create space for other people like us. I don't want to leave myself behind. Like us, to follow your footsteps and to see examples of the Omar Bangura's time, that everybody will be craving to serve more years. We want to see our honorable young ministers, Secretary Thomas and all of them, I don't want to call names, follow those footsteps, and that will crave more attention for His Excellency. Without much ado, I want us to celebrate this day with what the chairperson said. Think, involve yourself in innovative skills. Agriculture is our priority for we the youth councils. And I've just said them, we are standing out there, I said this is what we'll be taking to the Honorable Minister personally, that all of us have, despite the youth council's farm, the chief of youth farms, we'll be having our farms. And that is what we'll be doing to support the nation. Thank you very much and have a blessed International Day. Thank you.
Another round of applause, please. I believe it's always good when young people talk to each other at every given time. And thank you, Mr. Keller, Mr. President. I believe your words of commendation and as well as your humble plea in terms of substance abuse for our colleagues is well noted. I believe both the Minister of Youth Affairs and the Deputy Minister of Civic Information and Civic Education are here. So it's about awareness. We have to create more awareness. We have to create more education. And it's not everyone that will go to university level, but we believe that with skill sets, this is why this thing is very important. With skill sets, more young people will be involved in productive lives. So that is why, as we celebrate this day, great skills, let us remember to encourage each and every one of us to incorporate ourselves in great skills. So without much ado, I'll call on another speaker who is from Residence Development. Oh, sorry. Plan. We're calling on a representative from Plan to make a short statement. Round of applause. And thankfully, she's a woman. Are there no women in the house?
Honorable Minister and members of the High Table, I am a young person representing Plan International. The name is Miss Blessing Kutubi. As Suleiman's International Youth Day, we have to sit back and remember and bring out the potentials of youth in Sierra Leone and how they can contribute to development and a sustainable world. Honorable Minister and members of the High Table, audience, youths are the torchbearers of a country's future. As today's theme is green skills of youth in contributing to a sustainable and a developed country and world at large, it depicts fertilized youths. Not just ordinary youths, not just youths that are sitting back, but youths that are ready to step forward to become green and fertilized. We may have all the sustainable goals we want to attain, but I tell you, Mr. Minister and audience, if these youths are not empowered and skill-filled, then these sustainable goals will just be history and things written in the documents to read. It is time, as today is our day, to think, to bring out what you have, the potential you want to contribute to the country's development in agriculture, in economic growth, and also in climate change. I also go back to the color of theme I consider for today's celebration, which is green. In all we do and all we've spoken of, we need a green environment. Without a green, safe environment, without climate issues, then we can foster development in our beloved Sierra Leone. Audience and Mr. Honorable Minister, Let us consider today is the International Day of the Youth. And we want to re-echo the harmful use of substance and drug abuse that is an increase in Sierra Leone. Young minds, vibrant youth hardworking, that are supposed to bring betterment to Sierra Leone, are being washed away by the use of harmful substance. I call on Mr. Minister and all development partners, let us take this into consideration. Those youths in the streets that are suffering from the harmful use of these substances, bring them on board, transform their lives. There's always time for development. The time is never late, the time is now. I employ all youths as well, as today is our day. Think, what do you have to contribute to Sierra Leone? We all admire the young cabinet members we have in our new government. We all mentor them. But do you know what will bring your mentoring into reality? Is if you start today and think and contribute and build a fertile mind. We do not only want to see our honorable here after the 5 years, we want another young honorable to represent youth. It starts today. It will not start after that 5 years, but it starts with you now. One of us in this room might be the next Minister of Youth. Who knows? Think of what you have. You are not too small. You know, sometimes we have potentials, but we need the safe space, Mr. Minister, and the platform to exhibit what we have. If we see people that are ready to support us as young people and development partners, I tell you, Mr. Minister, these youth sitting here are vibrant and are ready to give you what we have for the country's development. I employ on all youth and members of the high table as I conclude. Let us not only celebrate this day, but let us have in mind that we do not only have the present, there is a future. And I tell you, the future is green. Thank you once more. I am Mr. Kutubu, representing Plan International and a happy International Youth Day to all Sierra youth.
Another round of applause, please. I believe our sister has hammered home a very key point in terms of youth empowerment, but as well encouraging us all youth to diversify our skills. And before I call the next speaker, I want to summarize what she said and using our own Minister of Youth as an editor. Mr. Mohamed Omar Bangura is an accountant by profession, but today he's the best fish farmer in this country. This is a secret I know most of you don't know about. And I have visited Omar's farm, his fish farm I mean, and I do buy fish from Omar. And I tell you, you give me free water. But listen, I'm bringing this up because I'm not talking about Creole. Omar, even when our accountant, even when our minister, they do fish farming. I know it's not fish farming. It build pond. It fish pond. Today they sell them fish there to Boku people. Ask plenty people. And that fish they get money past the ministerial website. You understand? So basically that was what our sister was saying. We have to diversify. Not to book no more with money. We have to diversify. How many of us are thinking to go back home to start planting cashew? How many of us are thinking to go back home to start planting palm kernel? Right now, Banga set a village in order for sale because they use Banga for milk oil. So let us diversify. On this note, I want to call on Mr. Bashiru Ba, the representative for young people with disability. Put your hands together, my brother. Let us work and usher Mr. Ba to the podium. We have to have an inclusive approach to socio-economic development. And we cannot do this in isolation. Mr. Ba, you are welcome. Another round of applause for him, please.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. The Honorable Minister of Youth Affairs, Mr. Mohammed Oman Bangura, aka some will say back to back. Back to back. The Deputy Minister of Youth Affairs, Deputy Minister of Information, and Deputy Minister of Communication, who is the chairperson, and colleague, young people of Sierra Leone, and obviously our development partners. We cannot leave it behind. Today is an historic day in Sierra Leone and the world at large. A moment set aside by the United Nations for nation states to assess progress and identify challenges on the strides on the development for young people all over the world. Sierra Leone have been observing this in the past years, and this year is not an exception. That is why we are here today gathered under the watch and supervision of the Ministry of Youth and Development Partners, for us to celebrate young people, for us to celebrate our achievements, for us to identify our challenges and make those recommendations that will enhance sustainable development. We used to say in the past that young people are future leaders, but today in Sierra Leone, young people are the leaders of Sierra Leone today. This is an opportunity for young people in Sierra Leone to take this venture that the government of His Excellency the President has given to the young people of this country by appointing many young people, including women, into this government. So as young people in the provinces, in towns, and even in the cities, it's now the time for us to take that opportunity and demand for progress and set the agenda for us, for the nation, to achieve sustainable development. This is time for us to diversify our skills. Mr. Chairman mentioned the Honorable Minister, that despite he's an accountant, but he's also involved in agricultural productivity. I think the Minister and young people are landmark example that we all should follow. That having degree in political science, in law, and other areas doesn't mean that's the only way that we should be able to survive. But how best we think innovatively, we should think innovatively to make the difference, to empower ourselves, our community, and the nation as a whole. I want to extend, at this moment, a thanks and appreciation to the Ministry of Youth Affairs and other ministries for the inclusion that are given to persons with disability, especially for the Ministry of Youth that I work with closely. This is because over the years the ministry has evolved, and whatever activity, including this activity, they always consult us and they put us part of the planning, not only as participants, but also stakeholders in the development process. On this note, I also call line ministries, including the newly ministry communication and the other ministries that have been set up, to emulate this example set by the Ministry of Youth and other agencies in Sierra Leone, to ensure that, to achieve the pledge to leave no one behind, that all sectors in the society should be included, that is women, youth, persons with disability, and all other vulnerable groups, for us to achieve sustainable development. I will end by saying, young people, let us work and work assiduously. Let us think innovatively. Let us work as partners. Let us work together to ensure that we build this nation and achieve sustainable development by 2030. Thank you very much.
Another round of applause, please. Mr. Bar, thank you for elucidating such points. Definitely, I will assure you that our ministry, our sector, will work with all and sundry, including the disabled, for us to have an inclusive approach for socio-economic development. Let me also thank you for reminding us that our degrees are not the wherewithal or be it all for us to have economic sustainability. For example, in Ghana, you see young lawyers, young ladies, or other people that are now investing in fashioning, not just the ones that go to the runway, but the fabrics, the woodies, and everything. So let's see our sisters here also incorporating research. Today is International Youth Day, not so. So we believe the day we are celebrating this year, the theme is great skills. And so we're going to have speakers to help us understand the theme. And like our sister from Orange did, like Ashiba has done. So on this note, we now call on the representative from IOM to make
the country secretary.
Honorable Minister of Youth, Honorable Deputy Ministers, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, dear youth. I did not prepare an official speech this morning. I'm here to join you for a very important cause, which is, as was mentioned by the previous speakers, the celebration with regards to the International Youth Day. And I think that this year's theme, the green skills, it could not be more relevant to our context here in Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone, as you all know, and as we can see in this room, is a country of young people. And therefore, it's very, very important that we all work together with regards to providing livelihood opportunities, empowerment of the youth. And for us now specifically, I'm the head of IOM, the UN Migration Agency, it's very important to also consider the options with regards to leaving a country and also coming back. And since given this year's theme, Green Skills, I'm also very proud to announce that we have worked very closely with the government of Sierra Leone with regards to what we call green reintegration. And I think this also suits very well. You might have seen several returnees who have cleaned up Lumley Beach for several months in collaboration with the minister's team and also the Minister of Tourism and Cultural Affairs. And this is exactly the type of initiatives that we would like to continue, and I hope that we will continue, because it's very, very key in all stages of the migration process to support the youth once again. So meaning before departure, during migration, and upon return, which is very relevant to the Sierra Leonean context. So that being said, I wish you all a happy Youth Day. Congratulations again to the organizers. And also I have to thank personally the leadership of the Honorable Minister of Youth Affairs, who is doing a lot, and I think that with him as a youth minister, there is much more and it's better to come. Thank you very much.
Indeed, with Oman Bangura as the youth minister, there is more to come for the youth. Is that not so?
Yes.
We thank you, the country rep, or the CEO of IOM, especially for the green integration. Indeed, we've been seeing a couple of cleaning ventures on the beach. We want to commend you for that. We hope that will continue. Let me, at this juncture, ask that we all give a round of applause for Orange as one of the key sponsors for this year's International Youth Day. And let me also continue to thank the CEO and the entire Orange family for the positive strides you've initiated and developing, especially when it comes to innovation technology. We've had young, toddlers from 3 years old to 5 to 7. It's amazing that, and I want to encourage you all to see how best you can visit the Orange Digital Center along Main Motor Road. A lot of amazing things are happening there. I see we went there one of these days, and a young girl about 4 or 5, she's now developing her own app to start selling stuff to her colleagues. A young girl at the age of, I think, around 5. She's now developing her own application. So it tells you that once we are given the opportunity, people will do amazing things that will surprise us all. So without much ado, let me now call on the representative from Orange, the Orange CEO himself, to make a statement.
Minister of Youth Affairs, Deputy Ministers, dear youth, young people of Sierra Leone, good morning. I was not prepared to have a speech, but I will say, just to start, I want to wish all of you happy International Youth Day. As my sister said in the speech, Orange is giving the platform for all the young people of Sierra Leone here to be in the future, indeed your future. Since 4 years now, we have started a program called Orange Social Enterprise, in which we provide the platform for all young people to develop their ideas, to promote innovation, to develop also their startup. Last year, among 1,400 projects over 17 countries in the world, a Sierra Leonean called Joseph Kuruma was the winner. So Joseph Kuruma is a Sierra Leonean. He developed an application for Lifeblood, and he is now a CEO of a company called Lifeblood. He started to employ 12 people now. So we have done that to support young people of Sierra Leone. This year also, as the Deputy Minister said, last Friday we did the final session, and we had 3 winners. We have one tech queen called Hawanatu Sise. She developed a platform and application for smart agriculture. And the winner of the big prize called James Bangura, he also developed an electrical keke, as you said here. So we are here to provide the platform via our Orange Digital Center. Since 1 year, we have trained 1,600 young people in Sierra Leone, and among them, 52% are women. 52% of them are women. So Orange is here to support the government, to support the big 5 game changer in terms of youth employment, in terms of innovation and technology, and in terms of human capital development. So thank you so much, and happy International Youth Day.
Another round of applause for Orange CEO. This is what we mean when we say there is no way a government can thrive without the involvement of the private sector. Already, the vision is there for us to have a digitized society. Orange is already rooted for it. They've already incorporated, and they've gone far ahead even before the government. So we want to commend you for that, and we want to see a more synergistic relationship, nexusing between Orange and our ministry and other sectors, so that we can enhance and complement the efforts of His Excellency the President to have a digitized society. So I want to thank you very much. We have the residence interlude. Are they here? Are they ready? Okay, so on that note, we call on the representative from Caritas before we have our guest speaker. Caritas, please. Put your hands together for Caritas.
It's a big thank you to the Ministry of Youth to have this opportunity to share about Caritas support and complementary activities towards the government. Mr. Honorable Speaker, Mr. Honorable Deputy Minister and Minister of Youth Affairs, to my fellow youth, I say good morning to you all. Today is a very special day for us youth. I call myself youth because for the past 10 years I've been working with programs dealing with youths and young women. So I want to appreciate this day because every year we think about a special day where we reflect what we've been doing for us as youth and how we have been involved in a meaningful participation towards the development of ourselves in terms of skills, our communities, and the nation. As the saying goes today, is green skills for youth towards a sustainable world. It's quite a reflection of a saying that we normally say when we want to make progress or go for a brighter future, so we are going for greener pasture. And when we talk about greener pasture, we are looking at the future. And the future holds strong when we do positively with what we have and the ability that we have to do them today, now. Recently we have a session we put together all our youths and first-time voters to share their experience on what were their learnings from the past election and their involvement in peace promotion. So one of the speakers made a salient point that before now we are saying youths are the future leaders of tomorrow. But that's not the trend at this point. Youth are the leaders of today. Because you are the leaders of today, it involves your skill, it involves your determination, it involves your empowerment, and it involves a safe environment in which you will practice what you've learned. So we all admire the aspect of young people in our government today, that they are acting that position. But all of those boils down to how you made your day today. What happened, the positives that happened today will reflect in tomorrow. So today is a day of reflection about how green our lives is, how green the environment is, how green the opportunities are for us. Like other partners have said, the platform have been created. Orange, for one, has told us the platform they have created for youths to explore and showcase their abilities. It is time for us to go for it and make use of it. As Caritas, we've been working with youth for as long as we have been established. And we don't just do things for youth, we do them together with the youth. We build their skills in various aspects, like in entrepreneurship skills, waste management skills, and climate change skills. So we are into all sectors wherein we bring our youth into development work. We don't work for them, we work with them. It's an accompaniment program. So we want to thank the Ministry of Youth Affairs for organizing this session, because it's a time for reflection. Think on yourself. What is it I can do? What are the opportunities available for us? And who can be a mentor to us? Because in life, mentorship is very key for the success of tomorrow. So let us embrace the opportunities that has been given to us, and let us make Sierra Leone a green, beautiful Sierra Leone. Once again, I want to wish you all a happy International Youth Day. Thank you.
Let us once more wish ourselves a happy International Youth Day. Let us once more, I want all the youths in the house to turn to your left and to your right and wish the person sitting next to you a happy International Youth Day. Happy International Big youth. Happy International Youth Day to our distinguished guests. We we want to have a short interlude before the guest speaker. So we are calling on the peanut butter seller or the peanut butter
Innovation.
Is the individual around? You must wake out that granite where they sell like holiday.
Innovation. At the counter.
Okay, so we want to let the person come since and let me just one for that showcase, so we already like that today.
Look at the car.
So whilst we wait for our come, we sister remind you say, let us pride ourselves with what we can do. Let us ask what we can do for our country and not what our country can do for us. So on that note, let us put our hands together for our brother as he showcases his organic peanut butter.
Good morning, all. My name is Tobe Babangoya. I'm the founder of the Farm Investment. What we do at the Farm Investment is we are adding value to our local agro product. So this is a sample of what we developed so far. For sustainable raw material, we are currently working with 250 farmers in Gambia districts. So what we do is we empower them with seeds and we job training programs. We return they produce sufficient raw material and then sell to us. So we've been operating since 2019. We have our factory at Allentown.
The peanut butter will last you for a year. Probably you don't understand what I mean. Well, maybe I didn't put it correctly.
Yes.
The peanut butter will not last you for a year.
You can keep it for a
You
year.
can keep it for a year.
Yeah.
So we have, what's the name of it? Take it out. Yeah. Okay, so we have another young, yes, we have 1 minute.
Hello, colleagues. We are youth from UT. We are trained by FAO, Green Job Project. We are cultivating those fruits, these fruits, but we have varieties of them. We have the cabbage, we have maize, and
Take the samples. Give us samples. Various samples.
so we are cultivating maize, corn, cucumber, and we have other products that we've not been able to bring along because they are not actually ripe, like the habanero pepper, which is one of the most expensive pepper and one of the pepper that most people are searching for currently. So as youths, I'm pleading that let's try to at least capacitate ourselves and diversify our potentials so that we'll be able to make more money. As I'm speaking to you, I studied government in college, but now I'm a farmer. So let's try to be polyvalent, because maybe you'll be fortunate to be educated, but maybe you are not lucky to work in big government offices. So make opportunity of whatever skill is available to you.
Thank you.
We are here for sale, please. If you want to have some, you can meet us up there. Yeah. So that you can get your question. Thank you.
Snap's natural hair butter. As we've seen from different countries like Ghana, they have their own natural products that they use. So I took my own idea from them, and this is my own product that I made. It is a homemade natural product, very natural. I used to have this bald head, but this is the product that I'm using now. I made the experiment with my siblings at home for like 3 months. After the 3 months, after the improvement of the hair, I decided to make it to the public. So people are putting, and I'm delivering these products now. This is 2 products that someone puts in online. I have my page online, my Facebook page, which is Snap Natural Hair Water. This is 6 kilos, very cheap, affordable, and it's very nice.
Thank you, thank you.
Honestly, short of words.
I know.
But that is not enough to motivate our colleagues. Are there youths in the house? And celebrate our colleagues. We want to celebrate you guys. We want to celebrate you. Good for you. This is what we want to see as a society, as a nation. Thank you to the peanut butter man. Thank you to the benevolent governance man who's our agriculturist. And thank you to our sister who's making a natural hair butter. I wanted to buy, but he said, I think someone only put in for 2, and so it's not available. But kindly bring it to our office, we'll buy, and we'll have to market it for you. And see how best you can come so that we can see the ways to partner with you in terms of digital marketing skills. We root for you, and we can definitely do. On this note, ladies and gentlemen, let us put our hands together for our guest speaker for this year's International Youth Day celebration. No less impressive, but Yusuf Keketoma Sandi Esquire.
Barrister and solicitor.
The Utumane and Utumane Day. Oh, I know you fight. The Utuman and the Utuman Day. Mr. Chairman, colleague ministers, partners and supporters in the youth sector, especially Orange Sierra Leone, friends, colleagues, and young people. Let me start with a simple question, following up from the statement of the representative of Plan International. And the question is for young people. So how many young people here this morning would like to be the Minister of Youth Affairs in the future? How much young man in the area would like for me the Minister of Youth in the future? Not a young man, they will. I'm sorry, man. The reason why I ask is to tell you that it is a journey. And that journey starts from being a youth advocate, a youth champion, and participating in programs like this. I bring you warm greetings and best wishes on behalf of my Minister of Information and Civic Education, Chairman Abdullah, and the Chief Minister, Dr. David Moyina Senge. Both of them would have loved
to share this moment with you as we mark a day which serves as a telescope to see the future through the lens of young people. I also bring you the warmest of regards from His Excellency the President, Dr. Julius Madabio. And for the President, this day is a pleasant reminder of the world's commitment to youth in ensuring that youth are given wraparound service to support and set up for success in life. Today, like many young ministers here, I am proud to be part of the most youthful cabinets in the history of our country. But that badge of pride I carry is meaningless if more young people do not have the knowledge, abilities, values, attitudes needed to live in, develop, and support a sustainable and resource-efficient Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone, like many countries, faces its own unique environmental challenges that require urgent attention. Deforestation, soil erosion, inadequate waste management, and the pollution of water bodies are just a few of the pressing issues affecting the country's ecosystem. It is against this backdrop that this year's theme holds true, that green skills for youth towards a sustainable world. The first thing that comes to mind is, what are green skills? Next is, what does it take to create green skills? In answering these questions, one has to be simplistic in one's approach to guarantee that no one is left behind in a radical inclusion effort to provide service to young people. Green skills for youth are skills that recognize that whatever skill young people have, it must be environmentally sensitive, socially alert, and open to scrutiny by third-party inspection. One way to promote green skills is through education. Schools should incorporate environmental education into their curriculum, teaching students about sustainable practices and environmental conservation. By instilling these values at a young age, we can shape a generation of environmentally conscious citizens who understand the importance of preserving nature. Moreover, vocational training programs that focus on green skills should be established. These programs can provide hands-on training in areas such as renewable energy, sustainable agriculture, and waste management. By acquiring these skills, young people will be able to contribute to national development. To this end, climate information and adaptation are key for the protection of our natural resources management. The calendar of events that the Youth Ministry has drawn up is elaborate and was successfully crafted to warrant that youth are given the central role in articulating issues that are passionate about. Issues around security, issues around employability, and issues around national cohesion. Youth of Sierra Leone, as we gather here today, I wish to remind you of your responsibility in acquiring the right skills for success. Note that what is right for A might not be right for B. However, one has to be environmentally conscious, knowing that your actions and activities support the next generation after you. Without this environmental consciousness, one success may negatively affect another person's existence. In reducing these possible negativities, you must have to ensure that you fully understand their intersectionality and their impact on each other. There are times when the need for the greater good outweighs any personal gain or satisfaction. I stand on His Excellency's commitment that young people are the leaders of today and not tomorrow. His new cabinet is a testimony of his commitment and clarity of purpose. I further encourage you to be steadfast, committed, and be sincere in understanding and responding to your issues in a clear glance of honesty, openness, commitment to drive a positive change in Sierra Leone. Friends, brothers and sisters, other countries have done it. So too, we can. We can change our current negatives when we are one and one people alone. We are here not by chance, but by the desire of Allah, who is infinite mercy, determined so. Distinguished partners, I urge you to do more in whatever you are doing. Perfect it for the good of young people and by extension, the people of this country. We owe it to our collective obligation to make young people acquire the right green skills that will make them productive citizens to our country. This is a new dawn for the young people of this country. Never has any cabinet been filled with young energy as this cabinet. And I promise you that your aspirations will be reflected in the government's actions and activities. The government is determined to roll out our 500,000 jobs for young people in the next 5 years. And this is the starting point. We will anchor these jobs on the acquisition of green skills. Skills that recognize people and the importance to development and growth. To our partners, may I remind you that the Ministry of Youth is yours as the window of supporting youth-related activities across the country. I encourage you to be open and help build the capacity of the ministry in recognizing the challenges that they face. To the ministry, be ready for radical change in scaling of impact, inclusivity, and access. Know that the old ways have not been working. It's time to develop the ministry's delivery architecture to measure to His Excellency's commitment to changing the narrative and give us 500,000 jobs for young people. Friends, as the Deputy Minister of Information and Civic Education, I am also delighted to make the following commitment
to young people on this International Day. First, we will support in raising awareness of green skills and their relevance for achieving the Sustainable Development Goals and highlight the central role of young people in the green transition. Second, we will support stakeholders with the knowledge and information necessary to understand the importance of green skills for young people. Third, we will endeavor to showcase policies and practices that can nurture the development of green skills among young people. And finally, we will provide an inclusive platform for stakeholders to exchange views on green skills for young people. In conclusion, we need to spend less time sharing prescriptive notions of what we think young people should do. Now, we must spend more time supporting young people with the green skills for the green economy. Let me also share with you the clarion call of the UN Secretary General, who said, and I quote, "Humanity depends on the boundless energy, ideas, and contributions of youth everywhere. Today and every day, let's support and stand with young people in shaping a just and sustainable world for our people and our planet." At this point, turn to your colleague sitting next to you and ask him or her, do you know what are the green skills for the economy? Ask again, do you know what are the green skills for the economy? If your response is no, then join us at the Ministry of Information and Civic Education to raise awareness and promote the green skills for you in building a sustainable world. I wish you all a successful International Youth Day. Thank you very much.
Let us continue clapping. Thank you, thank you. You have your seats. I believe the guest speaker has resonated our concerns and those hidden thoughts for us, the young people, as we celebrate a meaningful moment on this day. If you toe the line with me, let us put our hands together once more for useful performance and for such a wonderful keynote address on this day. Remember when we started this program, I intimated us all here that there is no moment to celebrate this day in Sierra Leone than now. And let me also conclude that there is no moment for youth in this country than now. There is no moment for us, because I'm still a youth. There is no moment for us youths in this country to harness our potentials, to develop whatever skills and prowess we have, and to become sustainably independent than ever. The time is now. So I want all the youths to say, our time is now. Our time is now. So if you believe your time is now, let us therefore consolidate and see how we can collaborate with not only the Ministry of Youth, but the Ministries of Information and Civic Education, and that of our own very sector, which is the Ministry of Communication, Innovation and Technology. So on this note, I now call on the Deputy Minister from Moya to come and give us the vote of thanks. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It gladdens my heart that we invited our partners, and without any protocol, they are here. Thank you very much to the Honorable Minister of Youth Affairs for holding the fort for 5 years and more, and we still counting the gains for young people. This tells me what he said is true, back to back, Minister. Thank you very much. We want to say thank you to our keynote speakers. It's a surprise that yesterday we had a lot of young people at the beach. We organized young people to go to the beach to do some cleaning. And the Chief Minister said, I want to be part of the cleaning. And he has to choose another person. Thank you very much, Honorable Deputy Minister of Information, Keke Thomas, and the barrister solicitor of the High Court. Thank you very much for that speech. It's a speech that we all have to go home and think about. It is not just a speech for us to listen. This is not a time for young people just to listen. It is time for us to go into actions. And our actions will speak for us. Thank you to the partners, to the United Nations. These are my families. I was with them. We worked together. And it gladdens my heart to see my country rep where I was. I was heading a youth project that was managing the affairs of young people in skills and entrepreneurship. And that was actually a successful project. I can say it anywhere with train young people. Thank you very much. I was a partner to Moya, and today I am at Moya. This tells you there is always a growth alive. Thank you very much. I also thank the other partners and make it for this day. Plan International, we have here at our heart, with just a call, you can always respond to us. Orange, I made a move to Orange office with my entourage, they were able to attend to us. Child Fund, thank you, Caritas, CRS, and all other partners. Thank you very much for coming for this event and also contributing for it to be how it is today. Because with partnership, we believe things will work out well for us. Thank you to the young people, the DYCs. Thank you to the national president for organizing your men in a short call. And all of them are here from Falaba, from Kono, from Kailan, and Pont, the farthest parts of the country. They are all here. Thank you for that. That shows you are indeed a leader and you have control over your people. Thank you very much. We say thank you to the various youth-led organizations. Yesterday, it was very tough for us. We are calling. We said, please, there's a change in our various plans, and we are all able to meet demands of even the rain. A lot of young people were here, even on the rain. He said, Minister, we are here. That tells you we are ready for the change. Because the change we are craving for starts with us. If we are ready for the change, then the change will happen. Thank you, and this will not just go like that. It will go into the history book that even on the rain, young people came out to celebrate themselves. Because this is our day. We need to be proud of this particular day. Thank you to all other partners, donors that are here. And we say also thank you to the directorate. They were under hot fire. When the minister told me, I don't want to hear, we are not doing it. Let us do it by all costs. I called the directorate. I said we have to do this. And the directorate were in agreement with what the minister said. We want to say thank you to the head of the directorate and all the staffs who made it very, very possible under the rains, under the sun, to make this event a remarkable one. We want to say we appreciate you and let us continue in this spirit. With this spirit, the Ministry of Youth Affairs will take another spot. Thank you to all other people who came around, people from UT, the young people with innovations. We want to say, we know you are not alone in this. You always have our backing as a ministry. We'll stand by you. We'll try to ensure that things that you do will reflect the needs of the market. Because there was a problem, there was a mismatch in the labor market. But thankfully, the young people are taking the lead to actually match the mismatch and ensure that things happen how it should be. Thank you very much. Thank you, and thank you to the media. With just yesterday, you all are here today. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. And all the bloggers who are here, we appreciate you so well. All the people who heard about it and said, let me stop by to hear and see what will happen. We say thank you. We pray and hope next year all young people will be together in one accord for like 2-3 days to know ourselves before we have a keynote speak, so we know the matters that actually affect young people. We'll work towards it, and we know we'll work towards it how we want it to be. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to thank myself for thanking you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for thanking yourself for thanking us. And let me also thank you for thanking us. So, on this note, ladies and gentlemen, our distinguished guests, we'll have a fruitful moment together. But as we depart for our various abodes, to us the young people, let me ask you this question. How invigorated are you going back home today? What are the messages of hope are you taking home? What are the sources of inspiration have you garnered from all the beautiful speeches given here this morning? And what change do you think you can make on the short, medium, and long-term goals? If Sierra Leone is to compete with Rwanda, or if Sierra Leone is to be like Rwanda, it has to start with us. So let us go home with pride that indeed our Sierra Leone is on the blueprint to compete with modern nations in the world. We have to digitize this country. We have to have sustainable job opportunities in this country, and that jobs are going to be created by us. So I want to thank you, and I want to thank all of us for this day. Once more, happy International Youth Day.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. We, as a ministry, we want to say we provide some basic transportation reform, and also we have lunch for us all. You know, it was a rainy day. Let us refresh ourselves. Let us network. Let us don't just go. Please, this is time for young people to network. Network, you have people who have innovative ideas. You meet people today, you don't know where they can help you tomorrow. Let us network as much as we can. Our network is our net worth as we go in this journey. Our network is our network. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Julius Nkulu, person.